Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Minari. Minari is an A24 film that follows a Korean immigrant family as they move from California to a small town in Arkansas to create their dream farm in hopes for a better life for their entire family. So Minari is a film that has received huge critical acclaim as it has made its way across the festival circuit. And thus, we were so lucky to get this film showing here at the Denver Film Festival 2020. Just based off of what I saw from the film, what I heard, Steven Yeun starring in this film, I was so excited to sit down and watch. And oh my gosh, even as excited as I was to watch this film, I still wasn't prepared because I loved Minari. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, acting is going to be my first positive because everything feels so genuine, so authentic, and lived in. I felt like I was just watching people, watching a family. This didn't even feel like a film. It was so natural and beautifully acted. Steven Yeun is stellar in this film. As close to the best father who's trying to make his own dreams come true and balancing that with creating a better life for his family with a lot of familial problems, all on top of work and creating a new farm. It's a lot going on with his character, and I think Steven does such a stellar job of carrying the weight that this character is feeling throughout the entire film. Oftentimes, it is a softer performance that relies so much on nuance, but he gets those moments to really kind of stretch it out. It's all just beautiful. And then we have Han Yari, who plays his wife, Monica. Oh my gosh, and what a stellar performance she gave as well. I feel like Steven has definitely got the majority of buzz when it comes around awards pushes, but wow, is she fantastic in this film. Much like Steven, she gives a really nuanced performance. She carries so much burden in this film. Her character is going through so much constantly, and it's depicted so well just through her acting and how she brings this woman, Monica, to life. It is a stellar performance. Yeon Yu Jung is also wonderful as our quirky, kind of out there grandma in this film. She also adds just so many layers to what is written on the script. This could easily be this very strange caricature, but she delivers such a human performance that it really is an affecting performance by the end of this film. Oh, she's wonderful. Well, Patton is in this film and he's great as well, but I definitely need to shine a bright light on a young talent shown in this film. And that is Alan S. Kim, who plays the little boy David. First of all, I mean, he's absolutely adorable. I was like, oh my gosh, you can't get much cuter than this. But wow, he was so good. He delivered so much in this little performance of his, and he has a lot to do here, and he kills it. Honestly, from top to bottom, it felt like no actors were on screen ever in this film. Even when the scenarios got a bit over the top or a bit exaggerated, it all was grounded so beautifully in reality that it never came across as false. But I have to say, the actors were also given a wonderful director and screenwriter in Lee Isaac Chung to work with. He is stellar in both the director's chair as well as with that writer's pen. Once again, the key to this film is the nuance. It all feels authentic and real. First of all, we're given such a unique perspective as we deal with a Korean immigrant family as they work to create a Korean vegetable garden slash farm. And this is the type of film that displays how important it is to have that diversity behind the camera, to have that feeling of authenticity, because it completely rang true. This is one of those films that engulfs you into the empathy of the situation. Your background could be nothing like the people that are on screen, yet you completely relate and feel with them as we're going throughout this movie. And that's beautifully captured through the script. And the directing is beautiful. Oh, what a stunning movie to just view and watch. The camera work is always interesting. It's dynamic and it's moving. Its overall warm color palette feels beautiful and inviting as we move through even the darker situations. I think it's really well paced as well. You take the time to live with this family, get to know them, get to know their struggles all the way around, and understand where they are in life, and thus it makes the ending of this film just hit like a brick. And I have to say, I was expecting to really like Minari, but I was not ready for the emotions and all of those feels, because the last act, particularly of this movie, as we get into that last like 20 minutes, particularly, oh my gosh, just have your tissue box nearby because the feels hit hard. Oh, and all of that is thanks to the really stellar work for the entire film, building up to this impactful, beautiful end. Oh, it's amazing. Definitely in contention for my favorite film of 2020 so far. Well, then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to Minari? Well, the only thing that maybe didn't work all that well, I don't know, is this kid that David befriends. And just kind of that scenario going over to their house. I don't think it actually took away from the film per se, but it presented a little bit of an interesting dynamic. Actually, the way that the white kids interacted with our Korean family was something I would have liked to see explored, because it brings up a really interesting concept of childhood innocence that can be rude, that can be mean, but can also be molded and also can be changed. And I think that was a really fascinating concept to kind of bring up. And maybe I wish we could have spent more time there. But honestly, that's about it. And I'm stretching to get any sort of negative or ways to improve this film, because I really think it was dang near perfect. I loved Minari. So, as soon as this beautiful little film finds its way to a theater near you, please go and check this one out. Just make sure you have some spare tissues in your pocket. So, that is my review of Minari. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Minari? And what is your favorite film about an immigrant family? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!